Hey everybody! Thanks for tuning. Thanks for coming out to the first ever Adult Swim Bloodfeast open mic night. Vote in the chat for who you like to keep watching, and vote by putting up a thumbs up and put a thumbs down if you don't want to keep watching it anymore. Thanks for all your submissions. Let us begin now. So enjoy. Okay, let's start. Okay, turning me down.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to
Confessions. What you're about to see is a live show filmed in front of a live studio audience. We asked the audience to write a confession down, then put them into a hat. Then the performers act it out. So let's go to our first clip with our host.
I like sneaking into festivals and fancy parties. I snuck into a gala at the Smithsonian through a hedge in a bell ground.
Damn, I commend you for writing all that, first of all. A little piece of paper is like, you know what, I got this.
It almost sounds more like a humble brag, really.
It does.
Fashion.
I was 007 and I snuck into the gala, you know, and I sipped my wine and I said, oh my goodness, no one knows that I'm here, but I'm here. One of those.
Excuse me, sir, do you belong here?
Oh no, the gala is very nice. I do belong here. Yes, I love the room and everything is so nice. Excuse me, can I have my wine, please? Okay, you know. Oh, thank you. He doesn't know. Oh wow, you say, come on man, I love this, you know.
Hello, and welcome to How to Bartend at Home. My name is Paul, and I'm your host. And joining us now is our friend and student slash helper, Steve. How are you today, Steve?
Just
Okay, great. Now, what was it you were hoping to learn today?
lemon wedge.
What's that?
Lemon wedge.
Ah, the lemon wedge. I know it well. One of the very important garnishes we have, and actually one of my personal favorites as a bartender. So really great request, and I'd be happy to go over that with you. The lemon wedge. First thing you want to do is find your lemon. This is a great lemon. Next, you want to wash your fruit. So, Steve, you want to come on up here and wash our lemon. Here he comes. Great. Turn the water on there. Rinse it a little. Okay, great. Thanks, Steve. Just put it back here. And turn the water off. And back to your seat. Now the trick to cutting a really great lemon wedge is to cut it down the middle lengthwise. Very important. Because if you cut it this way, as you'll see, now I can't cut wedges out of this. So I'm going to throw this away and start fresh here with a new lemon. Steve, you want to come on up here and wash this lemon? Great. And turn the water on. Give it a little scrub. Don't have to go too crazy. Great. Thank you, Steve. Okay, all right. Turn the water off. Great. Back to your seat. Okay, so as I was saying, very important to cut the lemon length.
Is it just this time of year? I've struggled with it my whole life. Am I the only one who feels like this?
The holidays are full of moments you want to savor, but many Americans miss out due to depression caused by their family's poorly made, tasteless food. Many Americans express feelings of anxiety and depression during the holidays, irritability, feelings of despair, and vanishing appetites caused by tasteless foods affects more than 30% of the U.S. Thankfully, there's a solution. Blandalta, the only FDA-approved medication to treat unseasoned depression. Blandalta is not recommended for those with food allergies, as it might cause a worse allergy to all food. Taking Blandalta while using certain medications may cause abrupt changes in behavior, such as an intolerance to water. Seek medical attention if you salivate for more than 4 hours, as it might be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Do not take Blandalta if you are pregnant or nursing, as it may prevent your baby from developing taste buds. Side effects may include drool mouth, hearing loss, and aggressive stools. If you struggle with terrible family cooks, Blandalta can help you. Blandalta. Savor every moment, even when there's no flavor.
Certain things all wrong, yeah. Taking the easy way out has led me down a dirty street. Drawing the curtains on the windows of any excitement, cause my head's in the pots, and lack a decent education's what I've got. I'm worried about the gas stove blowing while I'm at my job now. I got a guilt breeze sweeping my back as they send me home. Biting my nails, can't even light the bouquet and strike no match. Everything is what I've got. Oh, life's what happens to you when you're busy scheming. And if I could get some rest, life would be a dream. But the world's just a colorful cloud of storms are brewing, and every man's just a bloody buffoon with a kid on the way. That's the story of an everyday, and I'm sticking to it. Doesn't get right. nation, fighting over who's got the right to fight and so on. Don't you know by now that we're all more or less Dalmatians? You get your coat and stripes, cause everybody's got a million people living inside, so transfixed by gender transmutation, so incredibly well hung up on our own well-being. Never really knew the meaning of the word called juxtaposition. But say it a lot, makes me wonder kind of education that they've got. Life's what happens to you when you're busy scheming, and if I could get some rest, life would be a dream. All the world's just a colorful cloud of storms and rain, and every man's just a bloody fool with a kid on the way. That's the story of an everyday, and I'm sticking to it. That doesn't get right, it's close to it. Right, yeah.
Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Anecdotes from the World of Theatre. Tonight we have with us a very, very special guest, Sir Regis, who shall be telling us, if I may say so myself, quite egregious anecdotes from his time on the stage boards. Sir Regis.
So I said, I'd love to go into production with you, but I'm simply unfit for work. And he said, well, what's wrong with you, dear boy? So I said, well, I have a terrible case of the shits. And he said, well, when's the last time you had a shit? And I said, well, it was last night. So he said, well, that's not a terrible case of the shits, that's just a shit. So I said, well, that puts into proportion the gravity of all my other ailments, which has accrued proportionately. So he said, well, what else is troubling you, dear boy? And I said, well, I can't seem to get to sleep. So he said, well, how many hours do you sleep per night? And I said, I sleep about 6 hours a night. And he said, well, I sleep about 6 hours per night, except on weekends, where I sleep another hour or two on the mornings. Well, I said, I'm also quite congested recently, you know. I said, well, when's the last time you had a sniffle, sneeze, or a wheeze? I said, well, this morning, actually. He said, was there anything in the air that might have provoked your respiratory fit? I said, well, Mama had just sprayed some air conditioner in the loo after I'd taken a shit. He said, well, I thought the last time you had a shit was last night. So I shivered him in the leg and got the hell out of Dodge.
Every once in a while, like a straight person will come to me. A straight person will come to me and be like, "You don't seem gay," which is really offensive. Because I sucked all the dicks required to be gay, and then a whole bunch more because they're delicious. That's kind of how you know you're gay. Dicks taste like bacon and pussies taste like 9-volt batteries. Prom was very confusing. It was just But I know she enjoyed it because she tapped me on the head and said that's enough, so. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to laugh at my own jokes. I was on a show recently. I was on.
You make me feel stronger than a beehive, more gentle than the seaside, pretty as a tree. When I'm with you, the screen.
What up, what up? I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I used to be an arms dealer in my younger life. When I was in the 6th grade, you give me a mechanical pencil and a rubber band, I will make a spitball death machine. Worthy of 2 days in school suspension, 3 weeks of Saturday school, okay? $5 a pop, 6 for the extended warranty. Takes you all the way through the summer semester, and if you're dumb enough to buy this shit, you seem like the summer semester kind of students. Went into business with my homeboy Dante, you know what I'm saying? He was a slight young kid, biracial, or what I like to call the best of both worlds. Half black, half Asian, you know what I'm saying? He was the only kid that I knew that knew how to break dance and code computers at the same time. He had the business acumen, I had the merchandise. Going to business, first week sales be booming. We made $27.93, okay? And I don't know if y'all are familiar with the 6th grade economy. That's like we sitting on 50 G's right now, okay? You know what I'm saying? We over here just balling and flexing, you know what I'm saying? We all up in lunch, buying extra chicken, buying extra milk and shit, making it rain Skittles on all the girls, because that's what young arms dealers do. But needless to say, we got busted, you know what I'm saying? We got busted. Dante tried to be like a big, you know what I'm saying, tough dude, trying to tell me, you know, he had one philosophy: Anthony, don't snitch. Whatever you do, don't fucking snitch. So we go into the principal's office, right? I'm putting on my best don't snitch face. This motherfucker walk up in there first, come out, he's looking at me mouthing in slow motion, don't snitch. I get up in the principal's office on to find out, I see all the contraband laid out, they got CCTV, they got everything. This motherfucker Dante done sang like a canary, y'all. He done sang like a canary. And it was at that point I knew, when it comes to criminal enterprises, you cannot trust biracial people, y'all. You cannot trust biracial people, okay? They trick you, they funny with the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because when they get you motivated to commit the crime, they sound like DMX, but as soon as the shit hit the fan, they start singing like Drake in that motherfucker, okay? I asked the security guard what happened. He walked up in there, he was like, as soon as he walked up in there, he was like, you used to. Gotta get your side hustle though, you know what I'm saying? Unless you want to work some weak ass job, you know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. And y'all got like a good job that you hate. Like that shit you dread going to Sunday night, to the point where you make yourself stay up real late, because you know the sooner you go to bed, the quicker that Monday's gonna come around. Next thing you know, you up till 2:30 in the morning on some weird YouTube journey looking up the benefits of earwax. Looking at your watch, trying to convince yourself you can be productive off 2.5 hours of sleep. And then you try to set your alarm clock, but that alarm time, it's never official, it's only a suggestion, right? Because you know you're gonna get drunk as fuck off that snooze button in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Because that snooze button like alcohol, ain't it? Because you go into it only planning on having 2 rounds, but somehow that shit always turn into 17. Next thing you know, you're jumping out your sleep frantic, looking for your clothes. And I hate like on a Thursday morning when you're getting up trying to find something to wear. You pick that shirt up off the ground, you start staring at this shit real hard, trying to figure out whether or not you wore that same shit last Tuesday. Meanwhile, you've been wearing the same pair of pants for the last 6 months straight, you know what I'm saying? You don't even wash them shits. You got ranch dressing stains on there from the last 4th of July. Then you get...
Alright, I'm sorry for your impression. This is my impression of a newborn baby. They can speak perfectly good English right out the womb. Y'all ready? Yeah. Alright. What the fuck was that? Who are you people? I used to be a pirate. Hinduism is a real religion, man. That's the point of that joke. I'm educating everybody. A lot of people judge people. It's part of life, right? It's very frustrating. And I hate it. And I don't mind if you judge me based off of what I do, but I hate when you judge me based off of my appearance. I don't just hate when people assume you're the son of Luther Vandross. Or you're related to the dad from Family Matters. You know what I'm saying? Either one can fuck you up, man. But I remember I was walking up the stairs, and I fell up the stairs, everybody. Fell up the stairs like a goddamn dog. And with my hand at the top of the stairs, I was like, damn, I can never be president. For some reason, that was the thought of mine, because I didn't have any confidence. And I think you need confidence to do stand-up. That's why I walk around with a condom in my pocket. because I'll never know when I'm gonna break out into a water balloon fight. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, ah, wait, you got me. This monster like, ah, why does it burn? Like a spermicide lube. You're getting wet.
So excited, I get to give you some damn Derek comedy. Here we go. Really quick, how many people in here have health insurance and can I borrow it? Does anyone want to let me borrow some of that health insurance? I don't have health insurance, so I have to go to a lot of urgent cares. Anybody else been to one of these butcher shops? Anybody else? Yes. If you have, I bet you're still sick. That's what an urgent care is. Urgent cares are terrible, and if you've never been, let me explain the only difference between a regular hospital and an urgent care. An urgent care is just a CVS you can die inside of. That's all it is. That's all it is. If you're gonna pass out, do it next to the flaming hot Funyuns. That's an urgent care is. Now I got some advice for the ladies. If a dude's ever being creepy to you at a bar and you want him to leave you alone, the only thing you have to do is call him Kevin McAllister. Every time he opens his mouth, Kevin McAllister. Finally, he'll be like, why do you keep calling me that? And then you get to say, because you're going home alone. You guys. All I wrote was Home Alone jokes for this set. That is all that I wrote. No, I'm gonna stop playing around. Can I get serious for a second? I don't think dudes know how creepy they can be sometimes. Like a lot of things that seem like chivalrous and gentlemanly are actually real weird in practice. I give an example. A friend of mine went out to a bar to go get drunk, which she is allowed to do, got into a big argument with some dudes and decided to walk back to her apartment. As she's putting her key in the door, she hears a voice behind her say, "Hey, I'm Andy. I followed you home to make sure nothing happened to you."
All right, let's do this shit. Did y'all know that y'all can turn off your Amber Alerts on your phones? No, you didn't? You didn't? You look like you'd turn your shit off. Like, Samantha's missing, but I don't give a fuck. You look like it. Did you know, like, back in the day, if you were missing, you'd go on milk carton. So if you was white, you go on white milk. If you black, you go on chocolate. If you're gay, you go on yoo-hoo. And if you're transgender, you go on half and half. Asian duck sauce, we can keep going. And why is it always a Nissan Altima when you miss it? You ever realize that? You ever look at it? It's always that's a good ass car to get kidnapped in. Like, you expect to see a Ford Bronco, like, yeah, that kid's not gonna make it, that's a Bronco. They don't even have power windows. That shit is crazy. You wanna know why? It's difficult to kidnap a black kid named Quavorius, because they're athletic as hell. Could you imagine a pedophile trying to catch a black kid named Quavorius, but the kid is killing them with the football moves? Like, yo, Bob can't touch my dick today. Not today, Bob. You ain't even get close to my urethra. He be hit him like, no, you ain't catching me today. And his homeboys in the corner like, yo, he's killing the shit out of Bob today. It's embarrassing. You a grown man, sir. Get it together. They on Snapchat, he doing football moves. He's like, yeah, he ain't gonna catch me today. Never. And that kid ended up going to the NFL, becoming a star running back, and he ended up giving his MVP speech. He's like, I'd like to thank God, my mom, and Bob the pedophile for never catching me. Without him.
This is fun. Hi. Growing up, my mom would always say these really PG phrases to us. She'd be like, hey you guys, what's the jizz jazz? And when I was younger, that was cool. But last week she said it in front of my boss, and I had to explain to him, that's just how my family says what's up. And then I had to tell my mom, hey, you can't say jizz like that, even if you say jazz right after it. That's right. She got real offended. She was like, fine, I'm gonna skeet scat then. That's just how my family says I'm gonna go now. I was a flight attendant. It's a fun job, yeah. And a lot of times instead of a rolling bag, I would just bring a rolling Yeti cooler with me. So I could keep my cheeses cool. I would bring back cheesy souvenirs from places I'd been. Like I went to Canada and I bought some cheese curds. So when I came home, my friends and I could have poutine. I went to Italy and I bought this amazing black truffle Gouda, and I brought it back so we could put it on top of some focaccia bread. It was real good. And the last time I was in Amsterdam, I actually bought so many cheese wheels that when I was coming through customs, they flagged me. They escorted me to a dark room where they could ask me, ma'am, why do you have so many cheese wheels? I had to be like, yes, they're for my personal consumption. They didn't believe me. They kept bringing more people into the room. They were just deliberating. They thought I was about to open up shop, start selling my international cheese wheels on Etsy or something. I was going to start a cheese wheel cartel. And while they were over here deliberating, just talking bad about me, I was in the corner praying like Jesus. Take the wheels. Take them from their freaking hands, they're mine! It's a true story. I'm sorry. That was so cheesy. I was scared. That was so cheesy. a dyslexia practitioner. Yeah, I work with kids that have dyslexia, and I have dyslexia. So sometimes it's fun. It's kind of like the blind meeting the blind. The other day I had a student ask me how to spell something, so we just Googled it together. Because dream work does make the team work, as a dyslexic would say. I don't enjoy reading, but I do enjoy reading into things.
Smile from a well? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts? Hot ashes for trees? Hot air for a cool breeze? Cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war? For a lead role in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl. Year after year, running over the same old ground. And now we found the same old fears. Wish you were here.
And we need to value them. And women, you fucking whores, y'all need to stop lying to men. We are way more sexual than men. Stop fucking lying. I'm gonna prove it. I gangbang, sir. Thank you. You never see one man with 8 women in a gangbang, do you? No, it's always that one lady with 8 men. She gets a lot of attention, doesn't she? I want some of that attention sometime. For real. And then there's always that one guy in the gangbang relations. That's the type of man that I need. But women, we do need to start lying. Man, we started way earlier with the sexting, y'all. Way earlier. 15 to 16, y'all was jerking off, sports, video games, comparing dick sizes, almost gay, but you made it. You made it. Women, 16, it was fucking. Whole fucking. Stop lying, bitches. I see.
Ever on that? You guys out there, you guys know about that. You guys know about you married guys, all of you husbands out there. You guys know about. You guys know about, popping the old, getting the 24 karat, like the that's a rock. Getting that old, getting that. Talking about marriage. Talking about matrimony. Talking about commitment. I'm talking about who's giving this bride away. I'm talking about taking off that little garter thing, the thing that's up there near your pussy and throwing it out to some people, I'm talking about throwing the flowers. Talking, the bouquet, I'm talking about love. I'm talking about a lifelong. I'm talking about till death do each part. I'm talking about you're not having sex with anybody until you're married, and after that, it's just two to tango, baby. Talking about monogamy. Talking about one-on-one. Talking about you. Talking about God created the man in the earth and ribs. To make rib his back. I'm talking about Genesis, baby. I'm talking about one man, one woman. I'm talking about we're going to kill all your firstborn. I'm talking about plagues up, baby. I'm talking about this Pharaoh doesn't know who he's.
The last person that texted me was my neighbor. It just read, "Hey, I can hear you crying again." I'm having a birthday party tonight, and I was wondering if you would like to, shut the fuck up. Yeah, sorry. I've been watching a lot of Master Chef Junior. This 7-year-old is about to make a tuna tartare, and this 27-year-old can only afford tuna tartare. Another reason I was crying is because this Corona commercial I saw. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but it's just a couple of guys on top of a mountain drinking Corona, okay? And the caption said, "You'll never know where a Corona can take you." Like, I get it. It's an adventure. But here's the issue I have. I already know where Corona has taken me. And it was not to the top of a mountain. Okay. I ended up following a pirate with an eye patch and a peg leg down the beach. Okay? We've all been there. We've all done that. Okay? So let's just get one thing straight. I don't need alcohol to follow a pirate. Okay? I know. I just really love a man in uniform. But the alcohol did help. Once I realized that I wasn't even at the beach. I was just face down in a pile of kitty litter. And he was not a pirate. Repeat, not a pirate. He was just a Vietnam War vet. Okay. I'll admit, like, a part of me should have known better. I've never seen a pirate in a wheelchair, okay? but he was talking to a bird. Oh, okay, I'm the only one who doesn't know what a parrot looks like? Whatever. What I'm trying to say is now we both have PTSD, okay? My PTSD just stands for Pirates Traumatizing Shelby Daily, okay? And this is the reason why I'm suing Corona, okay? It's for false advertising. You don't see PBR doing this. We all know that if we drink PBR, it's taking us to the trailer park with our second cousin, okay? And he's gonna try and touch you. And you're gonna let him. I'm just teasing. He wasn't my second cousin. He was just my straight up cousin. Yeah. But who knew big dicks ran in the family, huh? Who knew?
No, man, I speak a couple of languages, man. I got pulled over a few years ago to this little place called Cobb County, and if you don't know what Cobb stands for, it's come on, black boy. More famously count on being busted. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck with this cop, and I'm not gonna say shit in English just before they were shooting niggas. So I was like, cool. Came up behind me, hit me with the 2-time. Whoop, whoop. I said, I already know, skirt, skirt. Pulled over, came up to my window, was like, how you doing today, sir? Everything okay? And I act like I was foreign and didn't understand him, so I just smiled and nodded, just. He said, do you have your license registration? He said, well, give it to me. Hand it to me. He goes, Pierre LaBelle Gatton. Is that French? I looked him in the eye and said, si, senor. And he was like, what? And I said, si, senor. Me llamo Pierre, como estás hoy? That's how you doing today. He looked at my ID and looked at me and said, do you speak English? And I said, lo siento, pero solo hablo español, pendejo. Some of y'all know pendejo means beloved. It doesn't. And he said, just give me a second. Went back to his car and I was like, ha ha, God is good. Won't he do it? Ha ha. But God had other plans for me. So 10 minutes later, I saw a second squad car pull up. Some of you know, you see a second squad car, you ain't going home no time soon. And I see 2 people walk up, and I look, and one of them was Hispanic, said, here I brought Officer Rodriguez to translate for you. I start sweating like a hoe in church at this point. And Officer Rodriguez comes and goes, hola, señor, todo bien? I said, fuck, he real. So keep it 100, Pete. He said, ¿tienes papeles? You have papers? Dame, give it to me. Hand it to him and go, Senor Pierre LaBelle Gatton. I was about high as eagle pussy at this point.
You think I'm clowning, dog? You don't even know me, dude. You don't even know who I am. I'll meet you in the parking lot. I'm gonna park your car.
Be cool, Raul. Just because I'm your Little League coach doesn't mean we can't smoke grass and tool around.
What was in this? What was in this? How long does this last? I feel cold, dude. I feel cold on the inside.
Let's go to a party together. Let's rock and roll. Let's stay up late. Let's have a beer. Let's hang out.
Come fuck my ass. Come fuck my ass. Come fuck my ass. I'm fucking gonna do coke in my nose. Then my eyes are gonna be dilated. And I'm gonna suck a big fat hairy
You're the lucky winner who gets to clean my asshole. Without a toothbrush.
Come fuck my tiny head ass. Come fuck my tiny head ass.
My name is Eldar. I finger blasted 423 farmers and their reluctant wives and cows. I learned nothing.
I don't have an identity. I don't know who I am. You want to tangle with me, cowboy? I'm a bullet shy being a 6-shooter. That's 5 in the chamber. That's half the Supreme Court. I got half a Supreme Court of semen in my ass.
Bitches be talking, but all I hear is...
I'm
Steven's father. I'm one of his fathers, and I'm very. We're both. Mark and I are both.
What's up, everybody? Woo! Loving it. Yes, my name is Vinny Bucci. I'll tell you guys about some great changes that have made it to my life recently. I'll start out by pointing out the obvious. I shaved my head a while back. And I've been bald now for about a couple of months, and after being bald for only a couple of months, I am able to admit, in front of all of you here tonight, that this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. You see, my friends were the ones who talked me into doing this, and they did it by filling my head with lies, like our friends tend to do. It was all peer pressure. They were like, yo, Vinny, you gotta shave your head, man. You gotta do it. I'm telling you, you look cool. You'll look badass. The women will think you're sexy. So, instead of looking like Uncle Fester from the Addams Family. Lowering my self-esteem, so I love you. And the worst part is now every time I talk to a girl, they want me to shove a light bulb in my mouth during the date. Although I have found it's a great way to get laid, it turns out. And it was even worse for me because it actually made me feel even worse because it coincided with a resolution that I had earlier this year to lose weight, and as you can see, I was very successful, obviously. But the thing is, it was a problem for me because my biggest issue was that I was sick and tired of being mistaken for fat celebrities all the time. Because back when I had hair, I would be walking through the mall, people were constantly running up to me going, oh my God, you're Jonah Hill, I'm your biggest fan. For the record, I have not watched Superbad since that day. But yeah, being fat is something that I've struggled with for a great deal of my life, and I just find more unique ways to make it happen. I'm probably the only person in this room that's ever gained weight while playing Pokemon Go. They said it couldn't be done. I accomplished it. But yes, being fat is something I've struggled with for a great deal of my life. I've been a fat kid since I was in high school, and here's something you know. When you're a fat person in high school, there's only two places that you can really call home. And that's the cafeteria and the wrestling team. That's it. That's all we got. Now, I would include the library, but they don't have food in there, so wasn't really a place I could go. I know reading is fundamental, but eating is essential, so if I'm gonna make a choice, the cafeteria is gonna win every time. And also, in addition to that, I made a lot of other changes in my life. For a long time, this was a hard decision for me, was I used to have a mustache for a good period of time. And I finally made a decision to get rid of it. And that was a hard decision for me, because I really loved that mustache. I still remember the day I got it. Came in a box set with a Ricky Man, and a list of elementary school addresses. Alright, I know that makes some people uncomfortable, but before you all start turning on me, hear me out. There was a time in history where you wore a mustache and it was the cool style to have. It was popular, everybody had one. Sadly, in 2016, that is no longer the case. Now you wear a mustache, people think one thing and one thing only. Pedophile, that's it. Which I thought was bullshit until this morning I looked in the mirror and I offered myself a piece of candy. At that moment, I was like, this stash has got to go. And so do I. You guys have been a great audience. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Vinny Bucci. Y'all take this.
Hello, New York City. It's so great to be here. It's so exciting. I told a friend of mine just the other night that I'd made it into the finals. And he, I told him it's all very exciting, there's, a good chance, but that I'm up against actually a very clever little lady who's 82 years old. He says to me, he's confident that I can win, that I can beat her. I say, yeah, immediate mixed feelings, because it is not my MO to beat little old ladies, but then again, whatever it takes. Tonight, anything goes. Laugh with me, laugh at me, laugh at that guy over there, because he told me earlier if I'm really funny, he's likely to pee his pants. So my plan for this evening was to scope out his crotch from time to time just to gauge how I'm doing. However, these lights make it really hard, not the crotch, to see. So the pee test won't work now, and laughter is key. People ask me where in the world I come from. I come from parents who survived the Nazi invasion in the forests and backlands of Russia to have the privilege of one day spending their golden years in New Jersey. Can you actually imagine anything worse? I mean, honestly, it's like they came full circle. From horror and starvation to adaptation and survival to freedom in America and then New Jersey, the place where hope comes to die. But don't worry, just last Friday, they escaped to Nebraska for a much-needed life upgrade. So they're okay now. I, however, remain a wandering Jew, born in Minsk, Belarus. I've lived all over the United States of America. But I am not a Jewish American princess, a very different concept. You know who is a Jewish princess, though? Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Yes, I put 2 and 2 together and I figured it out. It's a popular Hebrew name that...
So a little about myself. I'm half white and half Filipino. But in America, that just means I'm Mexican. This old white man once told me, he said, son, you brown, you Mexican. Yeah, and that was my dad. You know, I really don't look like my parents. My dad is a tall, blue-eyed, blonde-haired, white guy. And my mom's a teeny tiny Asian lady.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This was fun. Okay, see you next time. Bye.
I look like their well-fed gardener.